The DM-10 marksman rifle is not exactly the first gun that comes to mind when you think of the best weapons in Black Ops 6 Zombies, but today I'm here to change your mind about that, because with the perfect combination of perks, augments, unique pack-a-punch abilities, and ammo mods, this middling semi-auto rifle turns into a full-auto cannon, capable of dishing out damage that most other weapons can only dream of. Oh my. To demonstrate the true potential of this weapon, I took it to Terminus Island and went up against the Patient 13 boss fight to show you just how quickly this weapon can put him down for good. Really quickly, I just wanted to thank you as the channel has recently hit 5,000 subscribers, which is simply amazing. I love this little community we got going here, and your support means everything to me. Regardless though, enough yapping, let's just jump in game and show you what this monster of a weapon can do. Alright, what is up everyone? We are back on Black Ops 6 Zombies. Today I got a new augment loadout to show you all. We're going to be playing on Terminus today because I have a very specific bone to pick with Patient 13 this time. And I have right here a weapon perfectly fine-tuned to kick his tentacle having ass. So we are going to be doing the Easter egg, the main quest, but of course don't worry, I'm not going to bore you all with the steps. I'm just going to get right down to business and tell you what augments and what setup you're going to want to use to kill him. The weapon we'll be using today is the DM-10, a semi-automatic marksman rifle. Although I will say, once we get set up with pack-a-punch and the perks and everything we need, semi-automatic is not exactly the word I would use to describe it. It shoots really fast. More like autocannon is what I'd say. Like a slow-firing, hard-hitting autocannon. So one thing I will say about this gun and how I built it, which of course I will be dropping the build towards the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. But it does have a lot of recoil. That's why I like to use the word autocannon, because it feels like that. It kicks like a mule, I'm not gonna lie. Especially once we get double tap, it's gonna kick hard. But it kicks hard and it fucking hits harder. I'll be coming back for you later, baby. Alright, let's go ahead and hit this and raise the pack-a-punch up. So this thing, if you guys don't already know, has a very specific, unique pack-a-punch ability, which will not only make it easier to use, but it'll also increase the DPS. So let's go ahead and get a pack-a-punch in. Boom, there we go. So what it does when you pack-a-punch it is not only give you, obviously, more ammo and damage, but it also gives you a binary trigger system, which if you don't know what that means one click, one press down, shoots, and then when you let go, it shoots again. So you get 2 bullets per trigger pull rather than just 1. So that's what allows you to absolutely spam the trigger at the max fire rate without having carpal tunnel. All right, let's go ahead and grab Deadshot. This is probably one of the most important perks that we can grab right off the bat. But yes, with Deadshot, obviously it will increase your headshot damage, but with this augment right here, not only will it slightly increase it, but it will double the headshot damage for every shot you hit on a full health enemy. So every zombie that's full health, you're going to be doing double damage. So we went from doing 646 to 1176. And then for my secondary augment, I actually have on Dead Break. Because we're not going to be hip firing with this weapon very much, I'd rather have more damage against armor pieces. That way we can take out manglers and heavy armor zombies later a lot quicker. Yeah, that binary trigger makes it so much easier to just absolutely mow down hordes like that. All right, there we go. Now that we got all that set up, time to go give Peck his $5,000 because I'm not doing that algebra, dude. You think I'd be doing YouTube videos if I knew how to do math? Huh? No, I'd be an engineer or some shit. Boom. Slap the shit out. Ow, oh my god. That dude just shot me and then beat my ass. All right, take your fucking money, Peck. 511601. I already forgot the number. Hold on, what the hell? Am I actually stupid? So the next perk I'm going to buy really quick is Elemental Pop. The major augment doesn't really matter on Elemental Pop. It's completely up to you what you want to go with, whether you want that Electric Cherry or if you want Citrus Focus. But for the secondary augment, you're definitely going to want Vulnera Bean, just so that we can get even more elemental weakness damage, not only against the Amalgams and the Manglers later when we switch to Napalm, but also against the final boss. He is actually weak to Napalm during one of his phases, and he gets absolutely melted by it. So that is why we want Vulnera Bean, just get even more damage out of it. This map is honestly fire. I haven't played it much, to be honest, which, like, I'm not even sure why, because I do really like this map. Like, the aura is just, it reminds me of Zetsubo, actually, which I know that wasn't a fan favorite or whatever, but I personally liked Zetsubo. I thought that shit was cool. Apparently, I read something online that within the canon lore of the Zetsubo no Shima map, the Ultimus Takio like had sex with that giant spider or something like that. Yo, if you don't know about Black Ops 3, I probably sound like an actual like insane person right now, but I swear to God, I think there was something like that. You're gonna have to look that up. Mangler schmangler. Absolutely shit on. Oh my god, the lag is insane. Please don't do that. Fucking online only zombies, dude. Whose idea was that? All right, it is time to fight Nathan. I've been speedrunning this Easter egg, not gonna lie, so I could be a little more prepared for it, but I think we'll be okay. All right, let's see what you got, DM-10. I know you're only pack 1 blue rarity, but I believe in you.
Why are you hurting me?
Toss us down.
Yo, this is, I kind of forgot how fucked up this part is. Vulnerable Bean is helping out with the damage for sure. That extra elemental weakness is absolutely cooking him right now. Yeah, he's basically already dead. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, that was easy as hell. Wait, LDVR Sam Trial? Really? Why would it spawn in a cave? How am I supposed to use an airstrike in a cave? What the hell? Really? Oh, is that thing gonna come kill me? I may have gotten myself in a predicament here, not gonna lie. I'm feeling lucky. I'm feeling lucky. Oh, wait, I didn't pick up an armory key? Get your ass out of here. Okay, I thought I picked that thing up. And there we go. All right, that is the Easter egg done. That took no time at all, right? Just kidding, took me 49 minutes. Holy shit. Not exactly a speed run, but, you know, we got it done. All right, well, now that the Easter egg is done and out of the way, we can actually get back to improving our weapon and getting it ready to kill Patient 13. That's the main objective here. I haven't seen a single plate of armor in fucking 20 minutes, not gonna lie. There we go. The squeaky wheel gets the grease, or whatever they say. Sometimes all you have to do to get what you want is bitch and moan about it. There's some good life advice for you. So the next essential perk that we are definitely going to need for this fight is double tap. Obviously the most overpowered perk they've added. But here's the thing. They don't have double tap on this map. So there's no machine, so I can't just go buy it. But I have a strategy to get it, okay? If you look at those gobblegums in the bottom right. My plan is to buy every perk on the map and then hit those gobblegums, and I'll hopefully get double tap, since that's not on this map. All right, and here we have stamina. Real quick tip with stamina, if you're curious what augments I'm using on that, you're gonna want to use Stalker for this weapon for sure, since 90% of your time shooting is gonna be aiming down sights. Look at how fast I can walk now. I mean, I'm basically like full walk speed right now while aiming down sights, which is very good for a precision weapon like this. And then for my second augment, I have Hot Foot, which is very good when paired with either like a Casimir or a Tomahawk. They're both very good for that, because once you get a kill with one of those equipments, you can run super fast, which is very good for not only getting around but also escaping dangerous situations. But surely I get double tap. 1 in 3 chance. Let's see it. There we go. See, I'm a gambling man. All right, so now we have double tap, which is very good for this setup. With this gun specifically, it turns this thing into the auto cannon I was mentioning earlier, because now it shoots this fast. Oh my god, look at that recoil though. To be fair, I wasn't controlling it, but still, it will throw itself out of your hands if you're not controlling the recoil, so controller players beware. It's pretty hard to control. So the first augment we're going with on double tap is double standard, which may seem like an interesting choice for a precision weapon, but since it shoots this fast, has this much recoil, and the crit spots on Patient 13 aren't really always available, it's not really a precision weapon anymore. You're going to be hitting a lot of body shots, whether you want to or not. That's just the truth of the matter. So I'd rather take the double damage on the body shots, and it will absolutely melt Patient 13, as you'll see in a moment here when I start the fight. And then for the second augment on double tap, I went with double time to increase the fire rate even further, so it doesn't even really feel like a marksman rifle anymore. It honestly feels like an AR. Like, it shoots like an AR. So now we have every perk we need for this fight except for Death Perception, which again does not have a perk machine on this map, but it's no big deal. We'll get it when the Wonder Fizz spawns in, because it's not really that important to this build. The only reason we want Death Perception is for the augment Critical Eye, which has a small chance to turn every body shot into a critical, which will increase our damage, because criticals are still the higher damage output. Now that we have all of our perks, I'm going to go ahead over here and switch to Napalm Burst, because Napalm Burst is the ammo mod that will absolutely shit on Patient 13. All right, Samantha, what do you got for me? Death from below. Does that mean I got to be lower? Yeah, I got to be lower. When they go low, I go lower. Oh, there's a mangler. Watch, he's about to get shit on. Ready? Goodbye. Oh my god, what is happening? Like, I'm doing so much damage, the zombies are like exploding in my face, and I can't... wait, whoa, pause. Let me reword that, okay? Give me a second. I'm doing so much damage that the zombies are exploding in very close proximity to me, and it's causing me to lack vision. There we go, that's better. Anyways, we now have 30,000 points. Let's go ahead and get pack 3, and boom, this thing is now maxed out. We now have maximum damage potential. 18,000 damage per crit. Yeah, 7,200. So I'm one-shot body-shotting zombies on round 26. But yeah, 18,000 damage for a weapon that shoots this fast. I mean, that's insane. All right, I think we're good. Let's get this show on the road. Enough delay. We have everything we need. We got double tap. We got tier 3 pack. This thing is an absolute auto cannon of damage now. And we're about to go kill that squid monster. A face that a mother should have swallowed. All right, let's see this damage. 15. Oh my. Okay, there's phase 1 over. No, there's no way. There's no way it actually was doing that much damage. Okay, that's the craziest damage I've ever seen. 2 tapping armored zombies. Oh, you're back. You're back, and now you're into phase 3, I believe. Okay, so now we're doing less damage because he's in his other phase, so we're gonna have to tough this one out. I mean, okay, never mind. It's over already. Okay, this is holy shit. Talk about an anticlimactic. Hopefully, this is still entertaining. I thought it would be a little harder than this. There is an amalgam though, so I mean, never mind. He's dead. Holy shit, dude. I did not know this gun was this good. There was a time when this fight was hard. Not anymore. Not with this gun. Let's go ahead and shoot his gaping hole. Oh wait, I gotta shoot his eyes now. Okay, broke his eye, and what was that? 10 bullets maybe? Keep breaking the eyes. There's another eye. There's another eye. There's another eye. Okay, his eyes are dead. And he's just getting one tap now. Dude, oh, that's it. I mean, that was it. I honestly could have done that with my eyes closed, I think. Maybe I'll do that in the next video. I'll put a blindfold on. This thing is... You see what I mean by autocannon now, right? Literal autocannon. I don't even think the chopper gunner does that much damage. Oh, I didn't even use my free fire gobblegum. I forgot. I had a free fire gobblegum. I didn't even use it. Very good recommendation by you guys. That was really fun. I love that gun. GG. Patient 13 absolutely shit on. What is up, everyone? This is the build for the DM-10 I was using in that footage you just watched. This thing is an absolute auto cannon. The damage is just insane. So for the first attachment optic, I have the Otero red dot. I find it to be very clean, but again, you can use whatever sight you want. For the muzzle, as I explained earlier, I decided to go with the compensator to control some of that vertical recoil because that vertical climb is really bad. Not going to sugarcoat it. When you have double tap, the recoil is bad. So if you're Macho Man and you think you can control the recoil and still hit your shots accurately, you can go with the suppressor, which is what I normally recommend because it gives you a increased chance to drop extra salvage. For the barrel, I went with the CHF barrel. This is one of the reasons that the recoil is so bad, but I mean, that's a 15% headshot critical damage bonus. I mean, that's just too good to pass up. For the underbarrel, I went with the Ranger handguard for some horizontal recoil control, but also some sprinting movement speed. But again, like I said, it kicks bad. It's mostly vertical, but horizontal recoil is very annoying. So if you want to go with the weighted handguard, it's actually a bigger horizontal recoil bonus. So I understand that as well. Either weighted handguard or Ranger handguard. For the magazine, you need extended mag 2. This is non-negotiable. It shoots way too fast to go with any of these other options. You need as much ammo as possible. For the rear grip, I went with quick draw just so I can get that snappy ADS speed. I love the feel of that. Makes the gun handle way better. For the stock, I decided to go with the infiltrator stock since while you're shooting, you're ADSing. I wanted to still have good mobility, but here's the thing. If you can't control the recoil and it's too bad, I can recommend that you go with the buffer weight stock. This right here hits your mobility pretty bad. It's going to handle a lot worse and feel a lot worse, but the recoil is going to be greatly reduced. Look at this, negative 31, 40%, 30%, 15% to idle sway. It makes it way more accurate. So if you're on controller or if you're not too good at handling recoil, this is what you're going to want to go with. For the laser, I just opted to skip the laser. Usually I do the steady aim laser, but we're not going to be hip firing with a marksman rifle, so I decided to skip it. And for the fire mods, I went with rapid fire just to absolutely crank out every last bit of fire rate that we can possibly get. But again, this does hit your recoil, so if you find it hard to control, you can also go with FMJ or recoil springs. FMJ will give you higher damage penetration, which means when you're shooting into a giant group of zombies, your bullets will do more damage through multiple zombies. But yeah, here's the build I was using. It's a beautiful weapon in Black Ops 6 Zombies. Super underrated, very good weapon. Highly recommend you try it out.